senior class asked me to extend a very warm welcome to all you parents, grandparents, friends, and relatives. Seniors class, I'd like to thank the board of directors for their hard work in making this graduation possible. And I would like to recognize them at this time. And please stand and hold your applause so I get them all stood up. Anyway, the president of our board, Mr. Nathan Calhoun. Our vice president, Mr. Frank Holland. Our secretary, Judy Brown, and she's in bed with pneumonia. She couldn't be here. This is the first one she's ever missed being on the board. Our treasurer is Mr. David Delaney. Board members, Mayor Joe Giddon. All these seniors, when I recognize you, will you please stand and wave at your mama? Okay? Anyway, something that I'm very proud of, and hopefully you are too when I tell you this little stat here. This 93 graduating class consists of 68 seniors. 22 of these seniors have scored 20 or above on our ACCS test. I won't go into elaboration. I think that's really, really important. Well, I could take all the credit, but I won't. Anyway, here they are. Miss Valerie Bryant, hold your applause when I get through. Turn around, Valerie. Terry Darby, Leanne Davis, April Harrison, Stephanie Henson, Nikki Jobe, Bill McDaniel, Leanne McEwen, Stephanie Purvis, Jonathan Rampy, Nikki Ratliff, Jessica Risher, Patrick Sanders, Cameron Smith, Kurt Smith, Alicia Spielman, Amy Strickland, Jason Thomas, Rebecca Webb, Stacy Webb, Brandon Welch, Carla Roden. Let's get all around applause. Very proud of y'all. With this 20 or above on the ACT test, they've all been offered academic scholarships to various colleges, and I will be telling you about these later. At this time, we have 2 guests in the United States this year. They're illegal aliens, immigrants, I mean. No. Marianne, you and Jorge, come here, please. I'm going to introduce to you Miss Marianne Jameson from Norway. She was one of our foreign exchange students this year. The next gentleman is from Colombia, South America, and you can call him George, you can call him Jorge, but his last name is Pena. Now, she can talk pretty good. But now, Jorge talks real good Spanish. He's going to try to say something I hope y'all can understand. We certainly enjoyed having you jokes at our school this year. And the first one I'm going to let talk to you is Marianne.
Hey, my name is Marianne. I'm first going to tell you something in Norwegian. Mitt namn är Marianne Jameson. Är någon här som förstår norsk? Detta år har varit topp. Tack till alla som har gjort detta år så speciellt. Jag älskar Gud min. Jag vill samla massor nästa år. Lycka till med allt i framtiden. Låt oss göra det bästa utav den lilla tiden vi har igen för jag drar tillbaka till Norge. Well, it was just a little welcome that I said in Norwegian. And I'm going to take a little bit in English too. As a lot of you already know, my name is Marianne Jameson. I'm from Norway, and I'm one of the 2 exchange students that have been here at ACCS this school year. I'm so glad I got the opportunity to come down here to Natchez, Mississippi. This year has been great. One of the best years in my life. I learned a lot of stuff. In the beginning of this school year, I saw a lot of differences between Norway and America. Now, 1 year later, I see how similar the two countries that are linked on two different sides of the Atlantic Ocean really are. I also learned that nowhere in this world is better or worse than another place in this world. And I want to say thank you to the Board of Directors, which made it possible for me to attend ACCS. I also want to thank Mr. Nutt that been guiding me through this whole school year. And the teachers and staff at AC have been great. All the times I didn't know how to spell a word, or I had trouble to keep up with what was going on in front of the classroom, the teachers were there and they helped me. And most of all, I want to thank my host family, Ricky and Kay Vessel, who opened their home for me and treated me as their own daughter. This school year wouldn't have been the same without them. They are the best house parents I ever could get. I'm going to miss you a lot, Kay and Ricky, but I'll come and back to see you, I promise. And I also want to give my host sister, Monica Vessel, who's a senior together with me this year, a big thank you. She's been a great sister, and she was always there with me to help me when I had problems. Last, but certainly not least, to the graduating class from 1993. I really enjoyed going to school together with you this year. We have had a lot of fun. I wish you the best in the future. Have good luck. My immediate plans are to return to Norway and take 1 or 2 more years there of school. Then I'm coming back to the States to attend college down here in the South. The last thing I want to say is that all of you here will have a special place in my heart. I will always remember you, so please don't forget me. Thank you.
Burgess, and I'm going to talk about him later, so you're just going to look at him right now. Next is Ms. Janae Calhoun. Janae has been in ACCS since kindergarten. She had one older sister that had graduated before her, and she is now a member of our elementary faculty. Ms. Janae received the Chemistry and Accounting 2 Award this year. She has been active in the band and Rebelettes and plans to attend Northeast Louisiana University. Congratulations. Stephanie Henson. She's nothing I'm going to talk about later. Y'all just look at her. Next, Mr. Kenneth McGee. Kenneth has been in ACCS since the 1st grade. He's had 3 brothers graduate from ACCS previously. Kenneth has been a DO student after classes and has worked very hard-working young man. This year he won the accounting award this year. He plans to attend Colin, and his mama told me that he has missed only 8 days of school his entire career. Next is Anna Piazza. Wait a moment. Anna has attended ACCS since the 1st grade, and she has 1 brother who finished previously. This year she was voted most beautiful in Who's Who and cutest in Who's Who. She was on the homecoming court this year, and she won the Spanish 1 award and plans to attend Colin in the fall. Next is Ms. Jessica Risher. Look at her for a while, too. Next is Ms. Tammy Reeves. Same thing for Tammy. Next is Mr. Will Reeves, who is going into the breaking building that's setting on fire alarm business after graduation. Now, if y'all know what I'm talking about, a while ago we were all out in the back, and all of a sudden the fire alarm came on, and there's Will already. Will, what are you doing? They told me it was a fire for the whistle. Will had broke the security code on the back door back there. Anyway, Will had been in school at ACCS. Of course, that's Tammy, his sister. I ain't going to tell you which one you better look at. Anyway, he's been in school since the 1st grade. He has been very active in archery. He has traveled nationwide and has been recognized as one of the most outstanding young archery participants nationwide. This is going to be a very good future for Will. Next is Mr. Patrick Sanders. I'm going to talk about him later too. Next, Ms. Cameron Smith. I'll talk talk about her later in the afternoon. Next, Mr. Kurt Smith. Kurt has been a student at ACCS since kindergarten. He has the distinction, I think, I don't want to tell anybody told, but I believe he is the first senior ever from ACCS who's had both parents graduate from ACCS previously. I mean, that's sticking it out. Kurt won the High School Bible Award this year. He has been very, very active in the band and was voted most talented and most musical in Who's Who this year. And he's received a band scholarship to NLU. Miss Alicia Spillman. I'm going to speak about her later also. Next, Mr. Jake Thornburg. Jake has been a student at ACCS since kindergarten. He's an avid sportsman and will long be remembered for his courtesy around campus. And he plans to attend Colin. If I leave anybody out? Let's give a round of applause. Colin, and we'll be attending there. And she has one brother left at ACCS. Next is Stephanie Henson, again. Stephanie's been at ACCS all her life. She's very active in band, flag corps, also in the student council, and she has one sister that had graduated previously to her. There's April Harrison. April has been active in the band and played tennis. She has one brother that graduated before her, and she will be attending Hines Community College, and she's been at ACCS for 4 years. Next is Alicia Spillman. Again, she's been at ACCS all her life. She's active in the Key Club, Math Club, and band. She would like to be an elementary school teacher and will be attending Capel Lincoln Junior College in Natchez. She's had a sister and brother finish school at ACCS previously. Next is Cameron Smith. Cameron has been a cheerleader during junior high and high school years. She's chosen of the senior class. She's attended ACCS for all of her life. She received a full scholarship to the School of Nursing here in Natchez at Alcorn State University. And she has a brother that graduated prior to her. This year she won awards in chemistry. She was a member of the Key Club, Student Council, and Math Club. Next is Tammy Reeves. Tammy has attended ACCS all her life. She's active and very active in the Key Club, Foreign Language Club, and cheerleader, and plans to attend Colin in the fall. She was voted to have the best smile in Who's Who, and was the ACCS Homecoming Queen this year. She was a member of the Math Club. She won the Accounting Award and the Computer Award this year at awards night. We have one sister graduated from ACCS. Mr. Bill McDaniel. Bill has attended ACCS for 3 years, participated in the Mississippi Youth Legislature in grades 10, 11, and 12. He was there to the annual in 11th grade. He's active in the Key Club, Better Club, and attends Florida State. He will attend Colin Natchez and major in computer technology. Leanne Davis. Leanne has been on the Student Council, cheerleader in junior high and high school, editor of the newspaper, played basketball and softball teams, selected most beautiful at the annual beauty pageant, prom queen. Selected prom queen, excuse me. She was selected as cheerleader at Capel Lincoln Junior College this spring, and she'll be attending to decide where to go. Next, Mr. Blaine Burgess. Blaine was 9th grade vice president of the mock trial team in the United Nations Student Council, SAD, 11th grade class president, member of the Better Club, Key Club, Free Enterprise Games, 12th grade vice president of the senior class, member of the Key Club, Better Club. He played football, basketball, and ran track. He plans to attend Colin for 1 year at Mississippi State, where he plans to receive a degree in electrical engineering. He was offered a scholarship from USM. Can't decide yet. He has attended ACCS all his life, and he has had one sister who graduated previously. He was voted most intellectual in Who's Who this year. Next is Jessica Richard. Jessica attended ACCS all her life. She won an award in English and family living during her high school career and Mississippi history. She's been a cheerleader 4th through 12th grade. She plans to major in psychology in college. She received a scholarship offer from Ole Miss, Mississippi State University. This year she was a Hall of Fame winner, member of the Better Club, Key Club. She was Student Council President, member of the Math Club. She was head cheerleader.
In Florida, a young law student was beaten to death because he was Korean. In
Waco, Texas, 17 innocent children were burned to death. In Los Angeles, a man was drugged from his truck and beaten, kicked, and stomped on because of the color of his skin. In Starkville, Mississippi, 2 college students were brutally murdered. This is the world that we, the class of 1993, are entering tonight. The generations that have come before us have left a big mess for us to clean up. We now have 2 choices. We can sit around and look at the violence, war, and hatred and say, gosh, look what they did. If we follow this path, we give in and we give up. We're admitting to the world that we are no better than those that came before us. This choice requires no energy, no concern, and absolutely no pride. The second choice is more of a challenge. We can stand up and prove the rest of the world wrong. We can show them that we are worth something. We can put an end to the greed and the hatred. The first step in changing all people in the world is to change the world for one person. The only emotion more powerful than greed, hatred, and fear is love. And the only way that we can stop these negative emotions from destroying our country and our world is to show genuine love for mankind, despite what color a person's skin is or how big their nose is. In short, we must look at the world through the eyes of Jesus. As tonight we say goodbye to the protected life of high school and move forward into the real world that we've all been warned about, we have several challenges. Some of us may face college, others may face the workplace, but we all must attempt in our own small way to change the world.
Valerie had an ACT score of 32, a GPA of that. Before we have our next part of our program, it's amazing what a crowd do. Today we practiced here an hour or so. Oh man, Mr. K, let's hurry get my son. Doesn't do this. I'm ready to go, my son. I said, we're all supposed to here tonight. You make this a real special occasion, so you're only going to do this once. You only do graduation and dying is the only thing I know you do one time in your life. Anyway, no problem, y'all have it all down pat. Yes, sir, Bob. The light, they get back here. Mr. Nut! Here we go. How you did it? How you did it? It's amazing. My crowd people. We have a wonderful crowd here tonight, and thank y'all all for coming here. Now we have a special song presented to you by Ms. Eliza Seal, Paige Dooley, Stephanie Mr. Blaine Burgess. Rebecca Butler. Robin J. Calhoun. David Edward Tuckle. Kenneth Ellis McGee. David Neil Partridge. Jorge Pena. Stephanie Lynn Purvis. Jonathan Edward Rampy. Laurie Nicole Ratliff. Sarah Reese. This time I'll get ask the senior class to rise. We'll have our closing prayer, Mr. Jonathan Francis.
Would you please bow your heads for our closing word of prayer? Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity we have to come forward tonight. Just thank you for each and every one of these graduates that are graduating tonight. Just be with us as we take our next step out to life. Just help us make wise decisions. Be with us as we go down the road of life. And just help us be smart and make wise choices. Thank you for each and every parent and kinfolk that come tonight. Just be with them as they go home. Just keep us safe as we go throughout the rest of this week. In your name, amen.
Okay, seniors, by the power invested in me by the Department of Education of Mississippi, you turn your tassels this time. Thank you all for coming tonight.